On today's show, I've got some great Valentine's Day movie reviews in store for you. Mike's going to give us a flashback to one of his first ever comic books. And Pat says all is fair and are in love. All is fair in love and Secret Wars. Welcome to your favorite live streaming whatnotting podcast, Comics and Collectibles in the Crawl Space. I, of course, am your favorite Valentine's Day host, Kevin. And again, I'm so thankful that I'm not alone today. I've got Patrick up first.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Patrick.
Hello.
And, of course, Michael. Michael, I don't know.
It says right there.
I did it again. Happy Valentine's Day, fellas.
Yeah.
Sorry, let's just go with calling you Michael. Mike, we can never invite Michael here again, apparently.
Yeah.
Since I can't get that straight anymore. But apparently, for some reason, all of a sudden, you're a Michael to me.
Yeah,
so,
that's weird.
It only took us 35 years to get here. I was thinking about that the other day. We've been friends for 40 years now.
40 plus.
Yeah, that's so crazy. I didn't even know you were that old.
Yeah. I know, it sneaks up on you.
So anyway, yeah, I've got some fun, perfectly appropriate Valentine's Day movies. Totally unplanned that they played out like this, but I'll see what I can hook up here. So, sound good?
Yeah,
good.
Did you have anything you wanted to interject before I start this, Pat? I didn't even give you a second.
No, I'm good. I'm good to go. Let's hear it.
I have a funny about.
Sorry, Mike. I didn't plan on that at all. What were you going to say?
I know. It would have been funny if he kept rolling. I was good with it. No, I have a funny Valentine's story to squeeze in here at some point from when I was in elementary school.
Okay. There's Mom giving us a happy Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, actually, I'm glad she actually, I don't know why her name is so funky on that like that. I've never seen it on that like before. But as I was starting the show, too, I noticed we're not even on Instagram this morning. So people at Instagram are going to be ticked off. Sorry about it, people.
Yeah.
But give us a funny Valentine's Day elementary school story.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
You remember you built your own box and you took it to school and everybody came around in your class and stuck Valentines in there?
Yeah.
I had this blue tractor trailer model that I had built. And I thought the greatest thing ever would be I got a shoebox and made it like the trailer. And I set it up and it was really cool because I don't even know what grade this was.
That is genius.
It was elementary school. But then my dad said no, I wasn't allowed to take my model to school. But I did my best to always listen. But this was too genius.
I agree.
Because I mean, this is once in a lifetime creativity here.
Right.
So I took it, and it ended up getting broken. I guess that's not the funny part. But I just saw that the other day. I was just like, oh, wow. I remember. I was so proud of it.
Hold on. I need details on this story. Okay, so first up, when you're saying it ended up getting broken, the box or the truck?
Oh no, the model.
Oh,
A
the
couple of
model.
pieces were, I think, the smokestacks or something, because it's so cool. Everybody wants to pick it up, and nobody looks with their eyes.
And you're in elementary school, so you're just kids.
Right. Yeah. So everybody wanted to pick it up and look at it, and I guess it was a success because it impressed the whole class.
Okay, awesome. And did it break before or after you went and did the Valentine's Day thing in the box, which was the trailer of the truck?
No, it was during, because people would come around and everybody
was during.
Yeah. But it's all good. I don't even have the thing. It's in a dump somewhere back in the 80s.
Did the trailer function though? Was
Yes.
it as functional as you'd hoped? That's
Yes,
awesome.
it was perfect.
That is great creativity. I wonder what happened. Well, I shouldn't say what happened. I should ask, I guess. I don't know. Do they do Valentine's Day boxes in classes anymore like that?
Valor did some.
Did he?
Yeah. I remember him doing a Minecraft one.
Yeah, I don't think my kids did them down
Last
here.
year,
They
when
did
he was
the
a freshman in
exchange.
high school.
You guys talked over each other a little bit. What'd you say,
Right.
Patrick?
I said, I think it was last year when he was a freshman in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What'd you say now, Mike?
Yeah, my kids did the exchange, but I don't remember them ever building. Maybe they did. I don't know.
Yeah, that was such a thing. That
Yeah,
was super
Yep.
exciting for us every year, right?
yeah,
To
Fun.
fashion a box.
yeah.
And we didn't have the cool where, the modern day they've got like candies and stuff on the little card. It was just like a little something.
Yeah.
If you got something fancy, it was special.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the time it was just a little heart that you wrote, whatever, to. And it was
Yeah.
funny too, obviously, because everybody got the same card. So it was to Joe and to Jane from Kevin, whatever, So anyway, yeah, it seems different now, but that was fun though. All right, cool story, Mike. That was a good starter. Now let's get into some other fun stories. Oh, wait, because we're doing my segment though, so people have to be aware of that first. Here we go. I almost forgot it because I thought we already did it because I sort of interrupted you with it already. So. All right, cool. Here we go. I couldn't. I don't know if anybody could tell, but I was just joking about the appropriateness of my Valentine's Day movies. None of these are appropriate whatsoever. That's the irony, Pat.
Gotcha.
It was all sarcastic hilariousness. Anyway, so first up, I've got Tank. What do you think of this poster, Mike?
It's a cool poster.
It is cool, isn't it? So, Pat, you like this poster too? I just asked Mike because I feel like we have more of a military love of large vehicles that destroy things. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. I mean, I kind of wonder why they're so laid back when there's a big fiery explosion behind them. But
see, that's not something that I would ever think of when I see a poster like that. But that's a very good point, Pat. They are chilling. They're modeling for a photo. Maybe the explosion wasn't happening when the photo was being taken. It just kind of happened simultaneously. So they weren't expecting it.
Yeah, could be.
This is one of those things. What'd you say, Mike?
Oh no, it's turned the wrong way.
What'd you say?
So maybe they caused the explosion.
Oh, yeah, it's faced the wrong way. But this is one of those moments where if you had 2 more seconds or another split second, even after this photo was taken, maybe they're all like jerking forward, whatever, So anyway, I'm on the clock here. This is a German movie, but I'm not exactly sure why I got recommended this movie. I think it just followed the next movie I'm getting ready to talk about as one of the you may also likes. But this is completely foreign as opposed to partially foreign. It's all in German. and I watched this dubbed.
Ooh.
And either, you know what, my memory is so horrible, of course, that either I watched this dubbed or I watched it subtitled, and it was so engrossed in it that I think it was dubbed. I'm remembering it dubbed. You know, have you ever had that experience with a subtitle movie that's so good that you forget it was subtitled, that you just kind of read it in your head so perfectly? I think it's probably dubbed though. But anyway, this is a really good movie. This is kind of like Saving Private Ryan, in the way that the plot of the movie is this one tank that's in the midst of a battle behind enemy lines during World War II. And yes, I do believe they're Nazis. They get called to go save somebody, and they have to go on this journey cross country through enemy lines by themselves, just this one Tiger tank, to go save this one guy that's important for reasons. And like I said, it's very Saving Private Ryan-y, and you follow this tank during the entire movie until you get to near the end where the guy is and things happen. I don't want to give away too much for two reasons. One, because there's a lot of things that happen. I couldn't cover it in my 10-minute block. But also, the ending of this is nothing you'd expect from either what you'd expect from this poster, what I'm saying, or what you're watching the entire movie into the last 5 minutes. This is a complete surprise. I could give you both 100 guesses after you've watched 45 minutes of this movie, what happens at the end, and you would still guess wrong. So on that note alone, I give this movie 8 bags of popcorn.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, it's excellent. And even though it's dubbed or subtitled, whatever it is, that was not distracting at all. This is great. Great. I don't know any of the actors in it and actresses. Primarily, obviously, you follow these fellows on the tank here. I don't know anybody in it. I don't know the director. I don't know anything. I just was sucked in almost nearly immediately because it's a 2025 tank movie, and I like tanks. And I didn't regret it once it was all said and done. So check out Tank on Prime Video on Amazon Prime. Yeah. Great stuff. And then the movie that, like I said, I believe I watched this. Oh, you know what? Tank might be on HBO Max because, dadgummit, because I, like I said, I think it was a recommend after I watched One Battle After Another with Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, and Benicio del Toro. And I apologize for not remembering the ladies' names. They aren't old enough for me to be completely aware of them to where I remember them. Are you guys familiar with this movie?
A little bit.
I've seen the trailer, and it's one that I would like to watch.
All right, that's good. This is a crazy movie. The title is apropos, of course. This came out last year too, of course. I don't actually like this movie, but I think it's a great movie. Does that make sense? So this movie's about a revolution that happens in the United States. It's modern, total modern day. Leonardo is the father of the girl that's on the other girl, or the girl that's on the poster there. And we kind of, the first half, the first quarter of the movie actually takes place in the past. And then the rest of the movie is just him trying to save his daughter from Sean Penn, who's also looking for her for reasons. He's a general in the army, I think. Yeah. And it's nuts. There's a lot I don't like about this movie, but this is an excellent movie. The acting's great. The writing's great. I hate Sean Penn in it, his character, which I guess that makes him great because you're supposed to.
Yeah.
I thought Leo was a maniac, which I think that's the idea too. So this isn't my cup of tea, but I can appreciate how excellent it was. I think this got nominated for some Oscars too. Is that right, Pat? Do you remember offhand?
I really don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was one of those that was really well,
well received by everybody. Yeah. It's definitely an excellent watch. I'd never watch it again, but I'm going to give this a solid 8.5 bags of popcorn. Probably if it were my cup of tea, I might give it a 9. I just can't go there since it wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But it's really good, and it's got a great ending too, which we've talked for years about how that'll make and break a movie for me too. So
yeah.
So check out One Battle After Another. You can watch it a lot of places, but it's free on HBO Max. And then lastly, I have something that I know at least Mike has watched. Right?
Yep.
Pat, did you watch Frankenstein?
Yes.
Yep.
Sweet. It's perfect. Do you guys want to elaborate your thoughts on what you thought of it? You want to go real quick, Pat or Mike first?
Yeah, I watched it so long ago.
What? It hasn't been out so long ago. You can't use that term for a movie that's only been out since. Look at that. It just came out on Netflix in November.
I know. I watched it right away.
That's 4 months. That's not so long ago. You can remember.
Dude, I can't remember. I couldn't remember when I posted an Olympic post yesterday.
That is true. You just posted that 20 hours ago. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I loved it. Emily loved it. It was. I'm not surprised with Del Toro directing it. The source material was. I think they tried to follow Bernie Wrightson's Frankenstein quite a bit. So yeah, I thought it was well done. I told Patrick that this is one that I would buy. I would spend the extra money and get a steel box for, but I think he said that they probably won't do a steel box.
So, why?
It's probably won't get a steelbook because it'll probably most likely come out from Criterion because they've been doing most of Del Toro's films, so they don't do steelbooks. So it'll get like a deluxe treatment, but it won't probably get a steelbook.
So what do you think of it?
Yeah, we loved it. Yeah, as with all his movies, they're always well made. This is pretty sprawling, and it's a lot closer to, like Mike said, to the source materials. The only slight nitpick I had was he's too handsome, but it was you could tell he was a Del Toro Frankenstein. Let's just put it that way. If you're familiar with his sort of designs and his tropes and his movies, it lined up with his aesthetic. So I was fine with it.
Yeah, it kind of fit the world that he built.
Yes.
Wasn't out of place.
Okay. Did either one of you read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I'll take that as both. Mm-hmm. How close or how much does this go with the original Frankenstein? I know it's a complete reimagining, right? So I'm obviously seeing a lot of Frankenstein movies, but I don't know what's actually accurate to the book or not. Mm-hmm. How do you, where would you grade this on, like how close it is to Mary Shelley's? Is it completely different, Mike?
I haven't read it in over 20 years, but I think it hit the important parts. I think it followed the big parts. So I'd say, yeah, it kind of stayed true to it.
Okay.
But
Pat, do you remember the book any better than that?
Yeah, I'm with Mike. It generally follows the same basic outline.
Okay.
Some things are changed here and there. It's a lot closer than any other Frankenstein film, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I love this as well. I'm with you guys as well. This was so great in so many ways. I actually liked what's his name? Dr. Frankenstein.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac. He was great.
Mhm.
And who was Frankenstein, or who was the monster?
Oh yeah, I'm blanking on his name.
Was he one of the brothers?
I don't know.
I think their
Jonas
dad was
Brothers.
in the Avengers.
No, he's not a Skarsgård.
Skarsgård. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Pat.
Well, whoever that was, he was great. Everybody was great in this. I was so impressed that actually I had the epiphany, I guess, that man, I don't know if I've ever seen a Guillermo del Toro movie I didn't like. He's so great.
Yeah. Jacob Elordi.
Jacob Elordi.
What do we know him from?
Nothing.
Nothing else?
I don't know.
He looks so familiar to me that of course I should have looked it up before the movie. But man, this was so crazy good. I'm gonna give this 9 bags of popcorn. I went 8, 8.5, and 9. This was a good week for movies for me. Which, if I was going to argue one of my movies this week would be a good Valentine's Day appropriate movie, there could be an argument for this. There's a love story.
Yeah. Yep. For sure.
And I do like this, again, for this should be the season of comparisons for me as far as reviews are concerned, because obviously I was talking about Saving Private Ryan, and in this one I was just thinking about Titanic in the way that I don't remember if any other Frankenstein movies were told this way, the ones I've seen before, but technically this movie takes place from the beginning of the movie to the end. It's literally a very short period of time because it's like Titanic. It's just they're talking to Dr. Frankenstein. And he's telling, and then of course Frankenstein tells his story too, and they're telling the story of how they got there, and that's which takes over a period of time. But technically, the movie itself is a short period. Takes a short period of time to in reality. I'm butchering how I'm saying this, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like Titanic. When it was just her telling the story, but we obviously lived a few days, So I liked how that was happening this too. An interesting thing too about this movie, people are calling this a remake. Does anybody want to guess what movie, or has anybody heard what movie they're calling this a remake of?
No, I didn't hear that at all.
Yeah. Terminator 2.
Yeah, I don't see it.
You're not going to see it unless you watch the movie, and I still didn't even see it while I was watching the movie. I had to hear this after, like I said before, after I watch a movie, I'll look at reviews and stuff like that, and watch some influencers, stuff like that, based on the movie. And this is like a frame by frame, according to the people who are better at this than me, a remake of T2.
Oh, so okay, so the action shots, everything they filmed, they used same camera angles and kind of
and story. So Sean Penn,
a different skin, kind of.
Yeah, Sean Penn is the T-1000 or whatever.
Interesting.
Leonardo
DiCaprio is Sarah Connor.
Oh, okay. And
Sarah Connor's son is this girl, because that's what it's actually, if you watch it and you hear an explanation of it, it makes a lot of sense. I definitely couldn't get into that. I'm already over probably 5 minutes anyway, so I better cut this off.
Well,
so anyway,
real quick, I actually had an idea. This is in the 90s I wanted to write a screenplay based on the Johnstown flood that happened in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. If nobody's familiar with it, go back, look into it. It's a fascinating story of, when you look at men with a lot of money and power doing nothing and tragedy happens. But I was going to write it use the blueprint for Titanic. You know, of course, you got to make up a couple characters, so you got the love interest and stuff there.
Yeah.
But it's like it's this devastating thing is going to happen. People know it's going to happen, and I don't know. It's just I was going to use that as the blueprint and write a whole screenplay on the Johnstown flood.
That sounds like an interesting idea. That's funny you mentioned that right now because I just saw a documentary on the Johnstown flood this past week since the last show.
Oh, did Richard Dreyfuss narrate it?
I can't remember who was narrating. It was actually a clip of the documentary too. So I didn't. It was because it was advertising. It was on the History Channel or something like that.
Yeah, there's a really good one narrated by Richard Dreyfuss.
Okay.
Worth watching. I have the DVD.
Okay. Yeah, that is a crazy story. I remember you always mentioning about how that's not a big epic movie yet is beyond you. I remember you telling me that a few years ago. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So. All right, cool. Karen's going to yell at me for going over so much. Unless, we got other things to fill for anyway. So maybe this was good.
Yeah.
But Mike, you're up. You ready to talk about, what did I say? One of your first ever books?
Yeah, one of the first comic books I ever bought.
Nice. All right, I can't wait to hear how this is going to get incorporated with two other things, apparently.
Yeah, well, all right. I kind of made a mistake. So two of the books come out on the 25th. One of them comes out on the 18th because I put this together at different times.
Okay.
I forgot to scroll to the next week when I was looking for the second book.
Okay.
So anyway,
it's all new, all different. So there's definitely no rules as far as the pick rate.
That's true.
Yeah.
Break the rules that don't exist.
Right.
Yep. The first thing, as it says right there, The Dark Knight Returns. Literally, we've got The Dark Knight Returns facsimiles coming out. I really wasn't. I was like, okay, so what? I already have these. We've all got them in singles. We've all got the collection. All that. But what I like about these is you have the variants, and each issue is going to have a different awesome artist doing a variant. So number one, Jim Lee, Alex Sinclair did the colors. I wanted to put his name on there as well. I think he did a really good job on those colors. Not a lot of colors, but it's done well. So there we have Dark Knight Returns facsimiles coming out. You can get the blank sketch cover, or you can get the standard Frank Miller cover that we all know. Issue number 2 is done by Jock. Issue number 3 is I always mess his name up. Frank Quitelli. And issue number 4, I have not found out who was going to do it yet. So those are exciting. I'm actually going to get those variants.
Yeah. I'm not actually feeling this cover too much. How about you, Pat?
It's all right, but it goes back to that old thing we have about it's not really a facsimile if it's not exactly a copy of the original, but
right. Yeah.
That is available.
Sure.
But this is just a little extra for those. It's working though, because I wouldn't buy
exactly
the exact facsimile because I already have them. But this is just a little bit more to pique my interest. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll put
get your money too. Yeah.
Because we talked about sets the other day, Kevin. You and I did about when you put a set of something together, it just looks so great.
Yeah.
So I'm interested in that.
A lot of Jim Lee's leaving me cold these days. I'm not really feeling him much.
Yeah, me too. I don't know about any others except this one in front of me, but yeah, I'm just not feeling this one. I mean, it's not. You know what this looks like to me? This looks like a panel inside. This doesn't look like a cover to me.
This is the calm before the storm right here. He's contemplating. He's getting ready to fully suit up and go outside and just
Yeah,
reach.
this is a great panel right before he does that. I agree. But hey, to each his own. Yeah, what do I know?
Yeah.
What do I know? But yeah.
All right,
All
next up. It's funny you were talking about Frankenstein. This is not exactly, but we've got another Universal Monsters book 4-issue series coming out.
Huh. Okay.
This one is the Phantom of the Opera, and this comes out. This is one comes out on the 18th. Tyler Boss is writing it, and what really makes me excited is Martin Simmons is doing the artwork. This is his cover, and he did the Dracula book, which I thought was just stunning. So well done. This
Agreed.
is
Agreed.
my favorite musical ever. So
Yeah, I think I talked over you a little bit. You said Emily. So perfect to Valentine's mention. Shout out to Emily. I believe Happy Valentine's Day for her favorite movie. Right.
Yep. And then now that we're so many issues, or so many into this, there's Frankenstein, Dracula, Creature from Black Lagoon. What I wanted to highlight for everybody is Joshua Middleton has been doing the B covers for every one, just like we were talking about sets.
Yeah.
So for these, I have the A cover and I've got the Joshua Middleton cover because they're so great.
Those are great.
And once again, he's done the Phantom book. I love stuff like this because it shows planning.
Yeah.
And it shows they put a lot of thought into all of these. So, whenever they do stuff like that, it's like, okay, they're going to do good by these because, it just shows they care a little bit more.
Some editor at Skybound's doing his job right.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, these are all good. The Mummy, I couldn't finish. I just couldn't.
Really?
And it might be because I've never been interested in the Mummy. The movies are good, like the Brendan Fraser movies are pretty good, but if I never watch them again, I'm fine with that.
I actually heard they're making a Mummy 4, bringing Brendan back for that. Have you guys heard about that?
Yes, I heard that myself. Yep.
Yeah. Because he obviously made a new name for himself with The Whale, I think. So kind of he's a hit again. Yeah. So they wanted to revisit that, which I'm all for. And I can't remember the lady's name. She's
Rachel
supposed
Weisz.
to be in, Rachel Weisz she's supposed to be in it as well. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But if my memory serves, which it usually doesn't, but we'll see. Maybe this time it did. 2 or 3 finales ago, I think, didn't we all review the Dracula?
Yeah.
I didn't. I don't believe. It was at the get together, and everybody was trying to read the same book, I believe.
Oh, we did it with the Transformers where we all read the same book, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, me and Mike, obviously we were raving about Dracula. Have you ever checked any of these out, Pat? Are you feeling any of them?
I got the Dracula collection in a hardcover on the cheap. It's sitting by my bedside, and I just haven't had a chance to read it yet.
Okay.
I didn't pick up any of the other ones though.
Yeah, they're good. I think the Dracula followed the movie closer than like the Black Lagoon. Creature from Black Lagoon. That was a whole different story made up.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah, I think so was the Frankenstein. But I think the Dracula one stayed pretty true to the movie, the Universal. And Invisible Man, I haven't read yet. But man, I love that Joshua Middleton cover for.
This set is making me want to grab them all.
Yep.
For sure. And speaking of sets too, obviously, like Mike said, we were talking about it. We brought it up because of a set that I discovered that I didn't even know, and I was shocked even more that Mike wasn't aware of it. Pat, are you aware of the Street Verse variants?
Street Verse.
There you go.
I don't believe
Pat,
so.
You didn't either. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's not crazy for me at all because I've been kind of out of the loop for months now for reasons. But I was at a comic store in Ohio, and They had a whole wall of all these street verse variants there by Inyuk Lee, and they're all awesome. Like Mike was saying with this perfect example, obviously, that you put them all together, it makes them look even more awesome. So of course I grabbed.
I don't think you've said that.
Oh yeah, it's a Marvel book. Yeah.
Marvel books.
Yeah. So I grabbed it's a cover that covers all the different Marvel books. So I grabbed The Last Wolverine. That's what we'll talk about this later. But I grabbed The Last Wolverine #1. Actually, it was #2. Was the Streetverse variant. So of course then I had to grab the #1 as well, because I'm not going to have just a #2 of anything. So but Pat, they are ridiculous in my opinion. The name kind of fits, of course, the what they look like, and basically there's no background to them. It's just the characters, but they're in kind of a street clothes, street attire look, while also kind of like they'd be walking if they were just chilling in a city block, you know. And I almost grabbed the Venom for Tyler, but I didn't, thankfully, because he hates the Venom Streetverse. he's wearing a jacket, like a winter jacket with a hoodie on it, and he's got it pulled up, you know. So anyway, check those out, the Streetverse variants. I should have pre-thought about that to have one of those prepared to show you too, because they're very cool. So
yep.
I'm Mike. Sorry.
All right, and the final one, and this is just for selfish reasons. If anybody wants to get this is just for the cover. Go right ahead. We have Conan the Barbarian #29 from Robert De La Torre. As soon as I saw this, my mind went all the way back to 1987. Let me see. It was, I have the date on the thing here. I first started collecting comics, and I was getting Daredevil, X Factor, X-Men, Batman. And then I thought, I need something not superhero. So I grabbed Conan the Barbarian #202, September 1987, Armando Gil. And it was the moon and the horses and Conan not silhouette, but in front of that. And as soon as I saw that, I thought of that book.
Nice.
I bought that based on the cover and looking for something that wasn't superhero at the time. So there you go. This is that's a throwback to 1987 when I first started. I wish I still had that book. I got rid of my Conan run.
Very nice.
So I will get that back. That's probably one I need to get. It's a $1 book, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think I still have it. No, I shouldn't say still, because I didn't get it originally. But I got a great Conan collection not too long ago, and I do believe this is in it. Yeah.
That'd be cool. All right, go ahead and find that for me.
All right.
Funny that you brought that Conan up, because I that was on my radar because of another cover for #28, the C. Scott Campbell cover. I don't have it here to show anybody, but yeah, I was possibly thinking about picking it up because of that cover.
All right. Well, I'll try to find it during your one of your segments there, and we'll get that up for everybody to see.
That's crazy. A lot of the time during our show, it seems like we coordinate some things all the time. But unfortunately, we're not that prepped. But it seems to play out that way regularly with these coincidental things that just kind of lay out together. So yeah, that'd be great to see, Pat and Mike, if you can get that while Pat's carrying the show, which is a perfect segue into the next segment. I have yet again cause to apologize in Ethan Crow that I did not do what I said I'd do last week, which was to make sure I'd have a review this week for a comic. I still failed because of reasons. And then, of course, I let Mike down because I promised that I would have a review today. So Mike was unable to get to a review, and he's like, oh, well, there'll still at least be two because Pat will do one. And then Kevin promised. So he didn't get one in. So Pat's carrying. Pat, are you prepared to carry the Get It or Forget It segment?
I'll try my best.
I'm sure you will. The only thing I will say before Pat gets rolling here is just I was going to review the last Wolverine, which, like I said, I did grab because of that awesome set. So I will have that next week. You know what really stopped me, Mike?
What?
It's freezing outside. Well, we actually got a warm day yesterday, so I guess that's not the best reason. But all week it's been freezing. We are in record temperature lows, and it's in my truck.
Wow.
So, every time I did think about I need to read that, I actually want to read it because I want to see what the last Wolverine's about anyway. But it's like, man, it's cold to go out there in my truck and grab that. And obviously I'm an outside worker guy, but not in when the temperatures are in the teens.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna blame it on the cold a little bit too. But anyway, all right, Pat, whenever you're ready.
All right, a lot of pressure. I don't know if I can deliver a great book, but this is certainly a popular book these days, and that is Dork #1.
Please tell me it was terrible.
Image Comics, $3.99 by Brett Bean on the writing chores and the art chores. Published through Image, if I didn't say that. The land of Sunderlane has been at war for 1,000 years. There's a dark side and a light side. It's a literal tract of land running through the middle of it called the Scar. Okay, so this is where our main character has lived, orphaned for 20 years. He is a half-light dwarf, a half-dark orc, or there, right there on the cover. But that's not his name, by the way. We don't get.
Hold on. Can I ask a question already?
Of course.
Is this a play on words of which another thought I had whenever we talked about, or Mike brought this up originally, I think. Mike, did you bring it up during the show, or was it just personally with the group originally?
What?
This comic, Dork.
Oh, that was just privately amongst us.
Okay. Well, because is Dork a is that a derogatory term in modern day children?
I don't think anybody uses dork. It was for us.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Did dork go by the wayside? No one calls anyone a dork anymore?
Yeah. I don't think they do. I'll have to ask my kids.
Yeah, I have to ask my kids too.
All of us have kids in school. Actually, you know what? This is how I'm just gonna call one of them a dork.
Okay.
And I'll see what they.
Pat, what say you about that? First of all,
I don't know if it's still used in popular culture or not.
What did that come from anyway? Where did dork come from? Do you know that, Mike?
I don't know. It was just always. I think we were born with it in our head. I don't know. It was I've just always known the word.
We better watch ourselves. It might have some history to it that might be bad. If we're
I'm sure it does, but
yeah, that's true. Because it's been a long time since we were in school, so things change, meanings change.
And I hope this doesn't wreck your review at all, Pat. But I guess that's the first question I have, aside from just bringing up the historical, our childhood dork. Is this book play on that word in the derogatory way like that, or is it just what's it called when two things are brought together to make one word? Does it do that, which you already kind of explained a little bit, Pat, or does it actually play on the old school derogatory term dork?
Well, I think it's all in play here.
It
all relates.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't think it's derogatory. I think it's insulting. It's an insult.
I think that's what derogatory means.
I always thought derogatory was a little more on the inappropriate side. You can insult somebody appropriately.
Okay. All right, Pat, we should let you get to your review. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
I got plenty of time, right, Karen?
There's a yo.
Gong. Okay, Dork. That's not his name. We don't get to find out his name yet. If you notice, he's wielding his shield there. Shield with it's a bloodthirsty talking shield with an eyeball on it.
Oh my God, I love this story. Okay.
So Dork comes into conflict with warring factions, and we learn that he's prophesized to bring about the end of the world.
Oh,
So word spreads that Dork has revealed himself, and both the light and dark send out their mightiest warriors to eliminate him. We also find out during a moment of bloodlust when Dork decapitates a tavern owner who also happens to be a chicken, and whose ghostly head joins the duo.
Hold on. This sounds great. I want to go grab the. Oh, Mike, I can't grab this because it's like $100 now, right?
I think it's like 40 or something selling it
Wow.
for that. The second printing comes out soon.
Is this like a dark comedy then, Pat? Is that kind of how this is like?
Yeah, a little bit of a dark comedy. Yeah.
Okay. Man, all that sounds great. Right, Mike?
More of a straightforward comedy, I'd say. But there is, I saw somebody else comment about that. It on the surface it looks, because of the art, which we can talk about a little bit, by Brett Bean. He has a very animated look. You might know him from I Hate Fairyland.
Okay.
That's probably his biggest claim to fame prior to this. It's weird because I don't get that book, and this book wasn't really on my radar until recently, but I had already been following Brett Bean, I think just because of his art style. I just dig it. So what I'm getting at is, on the surface, it looks maybe like a little kid friendly, but it does have some really violent stuff going on in the book, like decapitations of chickens and things like that. So
okay, gotcha.
But it's okay though, because the chicken apparently is going to live on as the third member of their party here, is a ghostly chicken head.
So there, he doesn't hold it against them.
Yeah. That said, chicken head also lets Dork know that a witch trapped the spirit of somebody in the shield. So the shield doesn't know who he is, but apparently that's going to be part of the ongoing storyline quest of this Dork as well.
Okay.
Bottom line, we'll see. I'm somewhere in the middle. I didn't love it. I love Brett Bean's artwork, but I thought it was a little uneven in spots. But before I even read the first issue, I had been following him, I saw some videos he had done. I mean, he's floored by the response to this. He hopes he can live up to it and continue with a quality book. But he mentioned, I think the first 6 issues are written or mostly drawn, and he's getting honest critiques from his wife apparently, and she says he's getting better and better every issue.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Okay.
So that gives me a little more hope too. I hope it doesn't peter out. I hope this isn't just all a big splash and the book fades away. So we'll see where it goes from here. Like I said, I feel like his art and storytelling will both get stronger. It's got sort of a funny premise. I think it's got a sort of a generic premise, the good versus evil guy stuck in the middle. It's kind of, you've probably seen this before, but we'll just have to see how it plays out. Right now,
all these funny, campy ways of doing that, I guess.
Exactly.
Is that what's making this book worse so much, Mike? Just that in general, just the whole concept.
The way I look at it, it was. I think it's one. It's it kind of caught people by surprise.
Okay.
Wasn't on a lot of people's radar. And it's good, and the artwork is fantastic. So people start scrambling.
This cover is very interesting too. How there's the skulls, but then there's also faces. Some of them are sneering, and then one of them is a unicorn head. The cover is kind of crazy too. Yeah.
There is a roasted unicorn head involved in this book.
Okay. Is that a Godfather reference?
I don't think so, but it could be. Who knows?
Yeah,
I should mention the coloring real quick, because that does it. I think it does really help this book. Jean-Francois Below, his coloring does that a lot to this book. There's a lot of nice work being done here by him as well. So
I'm gonna bet Brett Bean's our age.
Yeah, I'd say so. Maybe a little bit younger,
He's a
because
very
everybody's younger these days.
Yeah.
I was just thinking with the dork reference. You know.
Maybe.
Because the way you read that title too, half dwarf, half orc, all dork, it's got to be a play on exactly the way we take dork as well. Besides for dark orc, I'm assuming too, with the light side and the dark side from the crack or whatever, you know. So
I'm thinking he's in his mid to late 40s, but
look it up, Mike. You got a computer in front of you.
Trying to.
Well, Pat,
Merca Andolfo does a cover for issue 3.
I think that helped too with the success. He got a lot of heavy hitters doing variant covers for him.
Is this got multiple printings yet, Mike? Or Pat, do you know?
Yeah, I said the second printing
you did?
Out soon.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think just this morning I saw the final order cutoff is coming up soon for that. So
yeah, I think I saw he had posted that it's like the second printing, or like up to 25,000 print run of 25,000.
Yeah.
Any word on that cover?
Oh
yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a split cover, which I'm not a fan of those. But he did a good job on it. March 4th. I think it comes out right before issue 2.
Okay.
Issue 2 is March 11th. So yeah, the week before. I'll remind everybody.
Okay. Pat, sorry, I think we hijacked you a couple times there. Were you finished?
That was it. I was pretty much finished. Like I said, final verdict. I'm kind of in the middle. Good luck getting it, I guess. Go for that right. Print if you want to check it out. But we'll see where it goes.
I put it out there. I'm like, hey, check this out. And Pat's like, yeah, I ordered that. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm gonna get it. And then when I went to order the online, I was like, man, I don't need another book added, so I didn't order it. And then it came out, and everybody's talking about it, and I'm like, really?
We all should have ordered 8 of them. Yeah.
So either way.
Hey, Pat, I probably asked you this question before in the past, but just to revisit it because I completely forgot. You know, back in the day, me and Mike had.
I was a dork. Yes.
yeah, I was a dork. No offense, Mike, but I think you were kind of a dork too. But back in the day, we used to get 4 or 5 issues of the same cover. Even this was back before variants were all the rage, of course. We just get 4 or 5 books of the same book every, for our subs. Did you do that as well, Pat? Did you go through a period like that as well?
I mean, I kind of when I started going to the store with my cousins and things like that, I kind of fell into that 90s trap of where everybody, you better buy multiple copies of that. And then,
right.
Phantom of the Attic would be like a limit 3,
right.
Stuff like that. But the only other thing I sort of had with that is I mail ordered from probably my mid-teens on. And if there was something I really wanted to read and I couldn't wait for my stuff to come in, I would try to track it down somewhere, and I'd end up with multiple copies that way.
Yeah.
So
now, current day, Pat, do you have any multiple copies you order right now?
Not very often, that's for sure. Just the off variant cover that I really think I have to have.
That's the same with you too, as well, Mike. Right?
Yeah, I don't buy multiples too often.
Yeah.
If I do, it's a mistake.
Definitely not.
Like,
Definitely
did
not
order-
multiples of the same cover.
Yeah. I did order 2 copies of issues 1, 2, and 3 of White Sky, though.
The same covers?
Yeah, A covers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like the variants on that book, and but I figured it's okay. This is a kind of a cross of The Walking Dead and The Last of Us, which were big hits, and this looks pretty cool. So we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Great pick this week, Pat.
Yeah. Oh,
Is that planned too, based on everything we've done so far with this, or is it just a complete coincidence that that's your review this week, and it was brought up by Mike, and then also a second time with Mike in the group with the value spiking? Was this just a complete coincidence, Pat?
No, I figured I read a couple things, but then I was like, I need to get something more relevant, and I figured this was right in the zeitgeist of comics right now, so I figured I'd hit it and try to get it out there for everybody.
So it's kind of a combo of us talking about it so much.
Yeah.
That gotcha. Okay.
take care real quick. I will trade you 1 through 6 because I think you were interested in these. For
Yeah.
that Conan book.
All right. I'll counter you by just saying, okay, let me borrow those indefinitely until I read them for the Conan book, and then we'll just some special whatnot viewer, eBay viewer will get those after they're read.
Yeah, because I was going to list them on eBay, but it's a 12-issue series. I have half of it, and I think the 12-issue series people are offering it for like $10 or something. It's like, ooh, that's
okay.
I'm not even gonna waste my time listing them.
Gotcha. Okay. Did you read any of them?
Yeah, I read number 1. It was good. I think I did a review on it. The artwork is beautiful. It's
Okay.
amazing.
Gotcha. Pat, did you read those?
No, I did not.
Okay. All right, Pat, no pressure. You got 10 minutes. We'll talk about exactly why you can go over 60 minutes once you're done. That's a whole new thing we discussed after the show last week. So, yeah, try to be as efficient as you can. Pat, are you ready for your next carry?
Sure.
All right, cool. All right, Mike, I don't mean to put you in the same category as me exactly, but just for the sake of this slight funny thing I'm going to say, I'm going to put you in the same category with me, Mike. We better watch ourselves, or this is going to become the Pat's Comics and Collectibles show,
Right.
guest starring Mike and Kevin if
Right.
we don't get our act together.
Thanks for
All right,
letting me be on your show, Pat.
You're most welcome. Just real quick, I think Karen threw up that Brett Bean was 50 there. I think that's what that was a reference to.
Oh, nice.
Is that what it was, Karen? Okay, good. Good job, Pat. You know what I thought that was? I thought it was Karen yelling, "Hey, Pat, you're at 50 minutes. Hustle it up. Get done." Because we kind of put that on Karen as the she's our minute monitor.
Oh, the minute monitor.
Miss Minutes.
That's new. Yeah, Miss Minutes.
All right.
All right.
Toy fair time, everyone.
Yay!
Kicked off today at the in New York there. So we'll be getting lots of information, but some information is already leaking out, such as we talked about Playmates losing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles license. Mattel has picked up the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles license. So not only do they have DC, they also have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles now too. So
Making moves.
there you go. Leaning hard in that action figure market. He also changing up licenses. Can't remember. I know McFarlane had this one in the past as well. I don't think they were the last ones to have it, but Hasbro has picked up the Harry Potter license. So you can get ready to collect all those figures all over again in 6-inch Marvel Legends type scale.
Well, that's perfect timing. I'm sure it's planned that way because of the new Harry Potter show coming. It's gonna revamp, repeat. That's an interesting question, I guess, Pat, for a future episode is, You think the new Harry Potter figures will be based on the show as opposed to the movie?
That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah. We'll see. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, very quickly leaking out after I'd already pretty much made up all my decisions for the week. We got some news out of Hasbro for mainly Mandalorian and Grogu figures. So here's the Star Wars Black initial reveal. I think they're kind of playing this close to the vest. Of course, we knew we were already going to get another Mando and Grogu. But that's the Sigourney Weaver X-Wing pilot and a lot of snow / stormtrooper remnant soldiers. So we have that coming. Thanks to Big Bad Toy Store, not a sponsor, for let me steal their picture there. So
hold on. That's a snowtrooper?
Yep.
So they reworked the snowtrooper.
Yeah, remember we're in that remnant time period, so they're using whatever they can find. You're going to get a lot of, you kind of saw that. There's also some vintage 3 3/4 inch figures leaking out, and they show, a bunch of patchwork troopers. So they're using what they can in this.
That's the reason. Okay, guys.
Yeah, that's probably what's going on.
I think that's logical. As long as they make sense of something, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And we didn't talk. Have we talked since the Super Bowl? We got the little tiny parody Mandalorian and Grogu thing there, and I thought it was all just maybe standalone, but there seems to be a lot of snow type toys leaking out. So apparently we might get some Tauntauns in the actual movie. I don't know.
I love that, Mike. What say you?
Yeah.
What did you think of that commercial?
Don't remember the commercial.
Oh, it was a parody on the Budweiser commercials, but instead of Clydesdale, it was Tauntauns pulling a wagon, and Grogu and Mando were riding. And people were complaining about it because it was kind of didn't have anything, or I guess not much to do. I guess if you're saying it's very snow / ice themed, it kind of does with the Tauntauns, of course, but in general, I guess people were complaining about that trailer, quote unquote, being not really a trailer and kind of just a parody to be funny and commercial to put everybody thinking about Mandalorian and Grogu, right, Pat? That's kind of the play on
that. I think it was so everyone was anticipating an actual trailer.
Right.
We're so close to the movie coming out, and nothing has really been, popping up, and we got that, and I think a lot of people were a little, rubbed the wrong way, I guess. They didn't get it. They didn't get the connection, that it was a parody commercial, basically. So
it was interesting. I was kind of torn on it because I thought I enjoyed the parody of it, but I was the same. I was hoping to get some actual trailer footage, but I'm right there with them, I guess. But I wasn't really upset about it one way or the other. You didn't notice that at all, huh, Mike? You need to look that up. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the commercials. I think when the commercials came on, Marcus and I started talking about the game and this and that, and we weren't paying attention.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you started to fall asleep. But...
No.
I know. You said you dug it. I know we're all into defensive games, but that was kind of a little bit, a little snoozy for me. But it's like I love a defensive game, but I want my Super Bowls to be 57-54 at the end, But
that's not defense at all.
Yeah, I know. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I love defensive games, but in the Super Bowl, that's not when I want a good one. I want it to be action packed, know. But anyway, so Pat, go ahead.
So basically, the rest of this is from the Hasbro Marvel Legends fan stream that happened this week. They announced quite a few new product items coming out. First we're going to look at is the Black Widow Quicksilver 2-pack. I think this was kind of the least exciting one out of the bunch. In package, out of package, 2-pack for retailing for $56. Then we got this one, which I really like, is a Muse Bullseye 2-pack. There they are out of the package. One of the things that was It was funny in their live stream because they kept commenting on the sort of unusual blood spatter for Marvel Legends, and they just kept referring to it as paint because of Muse, and it sort of is, but it sort of isn't if you know the Muse character.
Yeah.
This 2-pack also $56, and it's going to be a Pulse exclusive, probably because of the bloody content. I think those are two pretty good figures here.
Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, I agree.
Next, we have a character I've never cared for getting a deluxe treatment. That's Onslaught on the retro card, oversized figure. And to go along with all the other retro cards, he's a Target exclusive coming in at $40 retail. He's a big dude. There he is out of the package. Another deluxe figure is a reissue, although in the X-Men 97 line. That's Archangel.
Love it. Love it.
There you can see him out of package.
Ah, that looks cool.
Yeah, so he's got the spread wings, and also can't really see it there, but he's got the retracted wings as well if you don't want him to take up half of your shelf space. The next entry in the Max line, Onslaught 40, Target, Archangel is $40 as well.
Wow.
The next figure in the Maximum series, I think this is the 4th entry: Spider-Man, Hulk, Deadpool. Now we have Thor. Let's do the package first. There he is. The Maximum series Thor, coming in at $56. These are their supposedly deluxe figures, that all packed out with accessories. And for the first time, we get a wired cloth cape for Thor, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
If you're interested, go dig up more pics. I wanted to keep it limited and compact here, but there's some, you get a bunch of different face looks. You get Throg, the Frog of Thunder there, in a lot of different ways to pose and accessorize. The biggest complaint I heard was it's the more modern Thor, not the classic Thor, but I do like this version of Thor, so I think this is a pretty cool figure.
It's like a modern take on the classic Thor, right? I mean, that's
I agree. Yep. I say price $56. These Maximum figures are way overpriced.
Yeah. Too rich for our blood, huh, Mike?
Yeah.
And finally, I think the spotlight on this live stream was the Secret Wars Wave 2 figures. We'll go through them individually. We got Absorbing Man. Comes with 2 different heads, his chain, lenticular shield. There he is in action. There's one head has eyebrows, one does not. For you guys that are sticklers to continuity. Next up is Constrictor, who was one of the 3 figures in the last wave of the original Secret Wars figures that didn't get a release US side. There he is out of the package. I think that's a really cool pose.
It is. Yep.
Next up, we got a Daredevil figure, which is a pretty solid Daredevil figure, I feel. Pretty cool with the accessory piece there. You can do some cool things with it.
That's awesome.
Attaches to his back.
That's how you sell a figure. You make a cool pick like that.
Right. Falcon.
Awesome.
Classic looking Falcon here.
Yeah.
The nitpick I have with this is see if you can notice from the out of package shot here. He comes with Red Wing. But why in the world did they not make the clip on piece transparent instead of red? I don't get that at all.
Yeah.
I see it now.
See it there?
Yeah.
Or white, but clear would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if it was white, because it would have blended in with his glove. But red is weird choice. Yeah.
I don't know. Lots of wing posing here too, there, but you don't see it on this one. I wanted to get a shot of Red Wing in the picture too. Next up, a weird choice because she wasn't in the original Secret Wars at all, or any of the figures in the Secret Wars. That's Magic in her classic New Mutants look here.
Why did
that's someone that's clueless, like in the meetings when it's like, okay, who should we do? And someone that's clueless as far as the Secret Wars, They go, how about magic? And everybody just stares at them. Like, it doesn't make any sense, but somehow it still gets through.
What they said was she made a brief appearance in Secret Wars 2. That's what Hasbro said. But
that was way after the original Secret Wars.
Yeah. So why doesn't this say Secret Wars 2?
Right, right.
There she is out of package. She is a cool looking, basic looking figure if you're trying to build the original New Mutants team. But I'm not sure why they wanted to get her out here on a Secret Wars card. And lastly, we have got to get a Spider-Man. So we got the symbiote taking over Spider-Man when he first got his costume, dubbing it Spider-Man alien costume. And there he is out of package. So I guess it's a way to get Spider-Man out there, but it's sort of a limited use figure, I guess. I don't know.
That's exactly what I always think every time I see those like that. It's like, yeah, it's a moment, but it's like, yeah, it's not. If I were a kid, I wouldn't be like one to play with that.
Right. He's always in that moment.
Right.
Right.
Everybody's fighting and all that, and Spider-Man, and he's constantly in that.
Almost becoming the Black Spider-Man, right?
Yeah. So, well. And there's the whole wave altogether. The pre-orders have already started. I wanted to mention real quick. I forget what I was watching. But the person doing the video called her Magique.
Oh man, you hate that.
I was like, okay. And I was like, am I crazy here? Is this sort of a pronunciation used with like the dark arts or something? And so I went so far as to track down a Chris Claremont interview where he was talking about her, and he says magic. So I'll stick with Chris Claremont.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard Magique.
But that's it for the horizon. Stay tuned. Next week we should have a lot of potential Toy Fair reviews coming up. So we'll see how that goes.
Nice.
All right, awesome. Great job, Pat. So much literally prior to this beginning of the show, we talked about how we might need some filler because we're probably not going to be able to even reach an hour. That's a pipe dream each and every week. I don't even know why I say those kind of things. I'm just crazy, I guess. I don't know. But a lot of interest, especially if you come up with interesting stuff like a movie we've all seen, and then Mike's first comic, and then a great review like Dork, and then a Toy Fair. I mean, there's no getting under an hour. So can't remember whether we talked about it after the show or during the show last week, but we decided the show's 60 to 70 minutes. And we come in at a sweet 73 today. So, we're still working out the kinks, everybody, but that'll do it. Pat, you got anything else you want to add real quick?
No, I'm talked out.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot. Appreciate it. How about you, Mike?
Yeah, I'm going to try to get to a 75 minutes. Here's the Conan book that Patrick was talking about.
Okay. Hold on. I got to make my screen big so I can see that.
You said Scott C. Campbell did this one?
Scott Campbell, yeah.
I see Scott Campbell.
Yeah. He's I don't know if you guys are familiar at all with him, but he doesn't get much comic work. I can't remember how I actually stumbled upon him. I actually met him at a Heroes Con one year. But he does these greatest battles paintings like in this style. Yeah. And if you haven't, check him out. He's pretty neat.
Yeah. Did you order it?
I did not. I don't think this. It's not. Is it on this month's order?
Oh, yeah. It's already passed. Yeah.
It's already passed. Okay. Oh well.
Well, I mean, it's not out yet. It comes. This episode I was talking about comes out on the 25th, but the order.
Okay.
And then for Kevin, I threw up. That's the Venom Street verse.
What do you think of that, Pat?
It doesn't make much sense, but
okay, with Venom in particular, it doesn't. Agreed. But there's Wolverine. Yeah, look at that. What do you think of that?
Looks like he's taking off his
jacket to kick somebody's butt. He's just He was chilling in his jacket on the street. Now he's taking it off to kick their butt. That's how I look at that.
Yeah, it's almost like he's wearing the old Frank Quitely X-Men jacket, and he just has his regular uniform underneath. It's not bad. I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. It's better than the Venom for sure.
Yeah, and like I said, you can imagine a whole wall of all your favorite Marvel characters and all of these kind of poses with this kind of theme, right? That'd look cool, right?
Don't think I'd see Wolverine wearing tennis shoes like that, though.
What about tennis shoes like that?
No, sure.
All right, perfect. You did that. You did make it 75 minutes. Now to close, Mike, I'm going to make it 78 minutes. Everybody gets a minute to say what your. I'm curious about y'all's subtext this week. What's cool exec with a heart of steel?
It was just my attempt at a Valentine's Day reference because that's a line from the old Iron Man cartoon lyrics.
Oh, really? Okay. What's your say, Mike? It's when
Dark
I make
Knight
it big.
Returns, literally.
Oh, okay, perfect.
That's what the facsimiles.
And then I'll just add this real quick. I changed my to a silver Overwatch player because the last 2 weeks I've been a plat Rivals player because Overwatch is making a resurgence because Rivals been taking too much of their money. So they made a whole bunch of new characters in Overwatch. But incidentally, in the latest update for Rivals, we got Elsa Bloodstone for the latest drop in Rivals. So, okay, check that out. So, all right, that'll do it. We got to get out of here. Karen's about to shut everything down regardless of anything else being said. This was my original threat, but it didn't come to fruition. So that's it then, right, boys?
Yeah, because my dogs are awake.
All right, cool. Thanks for everybody checking us out. Sorry for going long, but we can't help ourselves because we have so much fun here. And until next time, don't forget, appreciating great art is awesome, but reading a great story is also a lot of fun. So why not pick up a comic book and do both? Accelerate out.